That's 2,500 collected. Slap my hand, babe.
Slap my hand, baby. We're making money.
Again.
2,500 sales. That's what we get while we're in the sun playing Uno in the sun. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Fade it, fade it, fade it, fade it. Making money.
I don't know what this 2,500 was for. I can't remember how we got that money, but I remember that we got 2,500 in a payment. Nope, that wasn't 2,000. That was 1,000. Maybe it was a couple of payments. I think one was Doug. I think another one was maybe Giovanna and Phil, I think. So I think between all three of them. So that was roughly 3 clients, I think. I really can't remember. But I remember the cash coming in again. The cash started coming in, and you will see, I've just noticed at this period of time, money just started flowing. We started getting that cash, baby.
It's 1 a.m. and Katie is helping me out with some work. Love you, Kay.
Yeah. So this is when you were helping out with Doug's stuff.
You owe me for massage.
Huh?
She's like, you owe me.
I owe you how many massages?
4.
4 massages.
4 massages, apparently.
She's helping me out with my friend Douglas's work. Well, I've been doing some other stuff. So.
Shout out, Mikey.
Shout out, Mikey. Yeah, she's been helping me out, and we're trying to figure out the systems. This is the little things that we're trying to do to figure out systems, so that when it comes to actually getting back to hiring someone and they actually stay with me, we've got systems in place. We know what we're doing. We know how to give it over, how I can give over to them.
Like, because we had a few little problems with people and editors, we wanted to actually build a system first. So this is where, because at that period of time, we weren't fully working together, were we? But it was more like, because I started the business, Katie was also doing her own thing. And then eventually we just got to the point where, like, let's just do this together and let's just, like, run it together, basically. So at this time, it was like, Katie, I'd be like, oh, can you help out? And she's like, of course. We were trying to work out, like, how can I make it easier for you to get this done effectively so that can be a system as we move on. And we were trying to perfect it in that way. I think we managed to get it done. I really can't remember. The reality is we actually learn as we go. So even yesterday, we didn't yesterday as an example, but we could have come up with a system that we're like, oh, that actually now works. Let's try that. And we just start putting things in place, and we tend to test them out between ourselves. We test them out between ourselves, and then that works when new people come on.
I'm tired.
And we're tired, but that's it. And she also got a Kinder Bueno toy. Kinder Bueno? No, Kinder Egg toy. But it's a helicopter.
Kinder sorpresa.
Anyway, sorpresa. But yeah, getting the systems in place.
Woohoo.
YouTube paid me, and a client paid me, and that is just shy of $200. No, more than $200. Just shy of £200 actually. So that is the exact prices here, and we are going to be moving forward with a potential client today. I spoke with a friend, which is the direction that I want to go in, working with the right type of clients. This is something that I'm really been understanding recently, is finding the right type of clients that can pay your prices, that you can get the results for.
That is important, and you're actually going to see it in a I think the next video. I don't think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's the next video. I'm not sure. But all I know is that when you work with the right type of clients, they pay you on time and things work perfectly. But then you also figure out maybe they aren't the right type of clients, but you only figure that out through doing. I think I say it in another video as well, but as Richard Branson says, say yes to the opportunity and then figure it out.
Rather than just being a video editor, I want to be an actual agency. I don't want to be a video editor. I want to be the agency that blows people the hell up, blows people the fuck up. I don't care, because I'm taking them to the moon, because that's what will take me to the moon.
Oh, we getting that attitude to come and attack? Yeah?
Maximilian, you're going to do that, right?
No, we can eat before we go to the gym. Just drink your fucking drink. Fuck's sake.
Twerking and going.
Drink it.
It was a smoothie. She didn't want to drink her smoothie. She's a child sometimes. And then this was where one day Katia fell asleep on the couch and I had fruit. So I piled fruit on top of her because I could. I've done that so many times. I think I've got one of doing that one with toilet roll with you as well. I'm funny.
She was sleeping. So something that I've been thinking about recently is the fact that video editing is just getting easier. The ability to edit high quality videos is actually getting that much easier. Therefore, editing is going to be cheaper because of the competition. Now, initially, I shit myself because I was like, fuck, I'm now not going to be able to build a $10,000 a month business because the price is going down. But then I actually thought about it and thought, okay, but what this does is it allows me to build a business that hires these editors so that they're earning money, but I'm the brain behind the strategy that's being implemented. I'm not just a video editor. That's the thing that's going to set me aside, and that's what I'm aiming and physically coming up with to be able to do.
So that is something that is important, that takes you from a solopreneur to a business, is having other people do the work. Especially now, AI technology is going to not necessarily take your job. It's going to take jobs 100%, but what it's not going to take is the actual implementation of it, because AI can't just implement everything without human input. You still need to, if you want to prompt ChatGPT, you still need to put the prompt in as a human. Now, you can get creative and prompt a GPT that then prompts the GPT conversation. But then if that was to turn it into a video, even if it was to turn into a video, it would then have to turn to a video, then it would have to get posted, then there would have to be a caption. So there's still input that's needed, and that it won't be fully automated, I don't think, personally. But that's where you have to think bigger. Rather than saying, I want to be a store shelf stacker. Sure stealth stacker. Whoa, that's difficult to say. Say it. Do you want to say it with your attitude?
Store shelf stacker.
Store shelf stacker. Oh, it's easier when you say it like that. Store shelf stacker. But rather than being the shelf stacker, look to own the store or look to manage the robot. Do you know what I mean? There has to be something that you can do. And this is where you can get creative with it. And then this is where I did Mass Buff with my buddy Carl.
Here we go.
I used to love my ice baths, but I haven't had them for a while.
5 minutes of pure pleasure.
Yeah, that was on the roof of Carl one day.
Here we go.
Yeah?
In good old Mexico.
Good old Mexico.
Sun.
Yeah.
We got the guns.
Yeah.
We got that fucking ice.
Sun and guns. And ice.
Nice.
This one's a lot colder. So we are departing to Morelia.
Woohoo!
This is when I first visited Morelia. Tras. Mic drop. This is when we first visited. She thought she'd just leave me and be like, yeah, I'm going to go see my family. Basically, fuck you. You English gringo. You immigrant. You stay here while I go and see my family that doesn't like you. No, I'm joking. She was like, and I was like, oh, I'll come. And she was like, okay. So we decided to go. And then this is how a whole story changed.
With one tiny suitcase between two of us.
For 10 days.
For 10 days.
And he forced me to leave my shoes.
Because you fucking only got bags, rucksacks on the plane. That's why.
Which is that our attention is
Morelia!
by
Woohoo!
the figure rather than the background. By the relatively enclosed area.
Yeah, so we've got one tiny suitcase.
Rather than what is relatively
This is hand luggage only, but we were only actually allowed to
And every night we would listen to Alan Watts as well for good motivation.
bring this. So we're going to see if we can get on the plane with a hand luggage. We'll hide it under Katya's top. So she's square pregnant.
Oh, who's pregnant now in Morelia? But I remember that because the budget flight basically didn't have suitcases included. But I remember taking the suitcase and we were just kind of like, let's just take it and see if we can get on. And we got on. No problems, was there? I remember they didn't even ask us. They were just like, they didn't even check our passports. I'm pretty sure they just looked at the ticket and went, yeah, go. It's Mexico. So Kat is crying because she's not packing enough in a suitcase when we both got that tiny suitcase.
Me.
We got that tiny suitcase between two of us. You also lived in Morelia where you've got clothes, babe.
But I don't have clothes anymore.
That's a lie.
No. Oh, you can move to Morelia? Go back to Morelia?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's thinking, go back to Morelia. Funnily enough, where do we live now?
Oh, underwear. Yeah, so we're seeing how light one can, or two can travel, not even one, how light two can travel. We've got one tiny carry-on case that we're not even meant to be carrying on, so let's see how it goes. This is just a random thing that happened where I found out you could ice a bottle of water if it was super, super cold. This was my ice bath storage in the freezer. You couldn't put anything in the freezer because it was full of my ice bath bottles. This one. Ready?
Maximiliano and his ice store.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
But tell me that's not cool.
Oh, yes, baby. Let's freeze up.
This was on the plane. But that was the worst plane journey ever. I remember. It was just such a bad plane journey, and I was feel like I was going to vomit. Do you remember? Do you know? It was when we first went. But it was when we were right at the back of the plane. And we started playing Uno, turning to the side, and then I was like, babe, I need to face forward because I'm going to vomit. I remember that. That was horrible. It was because we were right at the back of the plane. So every time we've gone on that plane since, we've always choose the front seats. This was my first steps in where I live now. Michoacán, Morelia. Oh, look who's home. Welcome to Bienvenidos Mexico Real. And then this was me working in the Airbnb. We were getting stuff done. This is when we just had clients and we started getting money in. And
so I'm very tired and I'm on Katia's feet, with Katia's feet. But what I found out is that when you first get into business, you want clients so that you can make money. Then you start taking on every client and you start making more money. But then you realize that you've got too many clients for not enough money. So then you need to get rid of some clients to make more money, but find the right clients. So it's like, imagine it like this. You first get in, you've got zero, nada, tienes nada, dinero. Then you can see I'm very tired. I haven't been sleeping much, have we, babe?
No, but we've eaten a lot.
I'm eating a lot. But you basically start with nothing. You get something, but it's not crazy amounts. But then you get too much of the something. Then you have to get rid of the something and you have to make space for the better.
And that is where you learn. So I'm not even going to say, here's what not to do, because I think you should do that. I think you should take the lower paying clients first that are problematic so that you learn what to look out for next time. But then also at the same time, you learn what not to do. You learn to value yourself. You start making money and you realize there is no way I can do it for that price because it takes so long. And if you actually put it into hours, you're like, I'd be better off working in Walmart or Tesco's or something like that. Like, you're better off pay wise. So then you actually start to rationalize it in your mind, because someone can tell you, well, you can earn more money doing this. And you're like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, because we all have an ego. We have to accept that. And the best way to, all that matters is that you learn. And the best way to learn is doing, like, experiencing it yourself. So that's what I highly recommend.
It's kind of like, imagine you have loads of clothes. You get rid of some of your clothes to make space for new clothes. Picture it like that. Because at the moment I'm working like a dog and it's dead end at the moment, but that means it's not dead end because it's moving to something better very soon. So what you got to do is get started, get the ball rolling. Once the ball is rolling, then you can start kicking it wherever you want it to go. So I've got my direction. I know the ideal clients. I'm doing what I can to get in with them, and I'm doing it for a cheaper price, but doing a commission-based revenue share, long term, so that the long-term outcome is based on my work. It's not based on them saying, here, edit this video like this. Let me do what I'm best at. That's what I'm trying to say. Here was a very fascinating theory. I'm just about to send off a Loom video explaining sort of my offer, how much I'm going to charge, all that type of stuff. And I'm procrastinating on sending it because it's $40,000, $48,000 to be specific. Well, if they pay month by month, $4,000 a month is $48,000. I've never seen it written in $48,000, but I've charged $5,000 for a month before. So for me, it's 100% like, I'm struggling to like get over this right now, but this is part of the journey. Like,
so in these moments, you see the excitement and getting ahead of yourself, but at the same time, I personally believe it's necessary. If you would have told me 9 years ago that I wouldn't have been a millionaire within 3 months of trading Forex, I would have said, you're negative, I don't want to talk to you. But I needed that delusional optimism to get me to this point today. So when those things come, expect the best. It may change and it may not turn out exactly how you expected it, but that's life and that's the lessons. They're extra lessons that you learn along the way through experience that you will never let go of. Imagine lessons as like trauma. People say, oh, I can't do that because I was traumatized, or I have anxiety because my parents always put me down as a kid. The same thing, it's just experience. It's how we interpret and move forward using the experience. The reason I'm the way I am is because of my difficult past. That is why I'm so happy. That is why I am so loving, free, successful in every single way possible, and everything's just getting better because of my difficult past. That is exactly why. It's just a perspective shift.
Solve rich people problems. Solve problems for people that have the ability to compensate you. You don't have to, but you can't complain if you're not making money. And that's what I found out from this situation is I've worked with penny pinchers before. I've worked with people that want to get it for the cheapest possible, whereas they don't see the value in what I can actually do. And it's more about the strategy versus the deliverable for me specifically. So I'm going to record the video. I'm going to send it now.
Me working out, getting my workout in. I think Katia was, I think you were at CrossFit at that point, actually. Yeah. I was working and then I was using the steel beams to do pull-ups and, what is it, leg raises in the loft. Oh, let's go. But what you will tend to see in the next episode is where money starts flowing. We start getting paid more money. Is how it goes.